For a bunch of reasons, I've been interested in how change takes place in a person's life, change for the better, change in major areas of life. I think about it in my own life, and I think about it in the lives, certainly, of others that I've interacted with. Years ago, I read a leadership book. I'm just grabbing it here by Kouzes and Posner. I was doing executive coaching at the time. And it was a refreshing book because they said, we can tell you the principles that if you apply them, these will make you a more effective leader. But we can't tell you what the mechanism is to motivate you to say, yeah, those principles I ought to apply. So they admitted, unlike a lot of business books, that there was a mysterious element. We know the principles, these are the principles, but we can't tell you what's going to motivate you to apply these principles. I think about change, obviously for a Christian, it's the grace of God working in concert with our desire to work out our faith, as Paul talks about in Philippians, with fear and trembling. But the grace of God, there's mysterious elements, many elements to that too. The Spirit blows where it wills. You can have two believers listening to the same sermon. One just is really motivated by what they hear and they change significantly. The other person struggles. And so I've just found that there's enough mysterious elements to this whole thing about significant change. But what are the things that are more solid that we can kind of say, this seems to be a non-negotiable in the mix of a person that makes significant change? And I think one of those things has to be the idea of a model. Seeing a person, and you look at them, I certainly know this is true for me, and seeing a model of a person that in their being and in their doing, they are someone that you want to emulate. And you ask the question, how can I get there? You might even ask them, if you're proximate enough to them and know them well enough, how did you get to be the person that you are? And that's going to motivate us, having that real tangible model before us to go, I want to do the same things that this person did that got him to be this sort of person. And I think about that with Ambrose's impact on Augustine, and on the list goes of famous people that have really been, and less famous people that have been impacted significantly by others.